Hi all. Right, bit of a late night episode, so I'm going to keep my voice down a little bit, and I don't think I'm going to get too far here, to be honest. But I figured I'd get things started over in the west. So where are we? Where's the, the simple moves? I don't think we've got any disruptions, have we? Well, we've got a climb marker here. Oh, right, okay, that brings up a bit of a statement, a bit of a growling statement already. John Brown came back making a few comments, and we had the event to replace a step on an infantry unit, and I ended up going with this guy, I believe it was, which, okay, got me a loss unit out of the catastrophic loss box, which was good. But the guy up here, this guy here, was under a climb marker, and that's the only reason I didn't see him. I looked through, I think, obviously I didn't move that off, but they're frustrating. I wish they were a different colour. I mean, that sitting right there, I just noticed it there now. It just kind of looks disrupted, and then you've got the clear hexes that are white as well. And I've almost missed this a couple of times. Then I was placing, it was twice when I was placing reinforcements, and this was 2 away from a reinforcement spot, and I didn't notice it initially. I did manage to catch it in the end, but this guy up here I didn't notice. John Brown had picked up on it, and he was said he was screaming that that's the one I should pick to replace the point. But well, sadly I never seen that one, John, and that's not something that I think I'd noticed in any previous games. It doesn't sort of jump out and say, like, yeah, that's clearly not a good colour, but it certainly catch me out this game. Almost caught me out twice, and then, well, did catch me out there. However, John made some other comments as well, which I reply to. He's been quite busy, which is good. But as it's a late night episode, I'll maybe leave them till tomorrow. It's just that one. Well, unless any of them come up. I just, when I seen that climb marker, I got all shaky again. I thought, damn climb markers. Okay, so that's him has had his action. So yeah, I think that's all. We don't have anything disrupted, obviously. Oh, hang on, this guy took a hit. Yeah, he had taken a hit. He shouldn't be activated. Well, in all honesty, it's probably still going to be not activated anyway. Okay, so I think this is. Oh no, we've got to decide here, haven't we? Because wait. Sorry, things might not go smoothly just now. Do they ever? Right. Okay. Yeah. What we need to decide is the disruption came off red. We've not attacked red yet. So, are we ready to attack red? Bearing in mind it's going to be doubled. It's in bocage, so it's going to be doubled. Everyone's going to be doubled in there. Well, we probably do then, the fact that green stayed disrupted. But we did bring this, we made this a hero. We got the hero event, which is good. And just at the last minute we realised that was the best unit to put on to get the demolitions. Because that's the one thing we didn't have on the attack. However, the fact that green's still disrupted, we should probably take this opportunity now to attack red, shouldn't we? Oh yeah, we moved the HQ up there, so this ranger, this infantry underneath will get a free move too. And yeah, we brought this artillery up, didn't we? So the HQ's commanding the infantry attacking, and it's commanding this. Yeah, that's what we want, and that was the whole point of that, wasn't it? So I'm pretty sure that's the way to go. So does that mean we chuck? Oh no. Hey, right, hang on. Yeah, no, that's right. We can't put them in because the HQ. We moved the HQ up, didn't we, to be able to. Yeah, that was the downside to it, but that was a loss of 3 strength over. Sorry, that's probably just slightly off. There's 3 strength in here, but the move that we made was enabling us to get an attack with 6 strength because this HQ is adjacent to this infantry. That was it. I knew we had a plan there. Yeah, I'm just remembering there was a possibility of making an attack on both. And as time is an issue for us, it might be a consideration because we can use this 4 strength with this hero, and we use the hero as demolitions. So we're going to have 4 against 3. Just that attacking here. Strength is going to be greater than, and we're going to have the weapons. Greater than, but not double. That eliminates depth marker and disrupts a unit. So, however, do we think we've got enough here? That would be 5 attacking here, and then on our 6. But he gets doubled. Can we get any tank support? 2, 3, 4. We can. Right. Which means we might have to. I always find I start in one bit and then I say, right, okay, I'm going to come back to that and I move somewhere else. And it looks like that might be happening here. Right, that's an action. Yeah, sorry, I'm thinking out loud. Yeah, this is going to be an action. In fact, should we not just get on with this and move this? Because that's definitely got to be, we've got to get that moved up to here. Brown stayed disrupted, which is good, which frees up our tanks actually. That's good. And to be honest, we don't actually need the other action. Well, I say we don't need it. Well, we'd be happy to use it on this guy. So, yeah, let's get this out of the way first. So, he's moving. Now, hang on a second here. If we move into here, and then Brown undisrupts, then we've either got to do an infiltration climb up this bluff, or disrupt it first and then go. Whereas, if we went into here, and he undisrupted, then we don't have that infiltration move. However, we are going to be in sporadic red fire. So, what do you get from all that, Grant? I don't know. I don't like going to sporadic red fire. Nah, I don't. Even though it's sporadic, I do not want to get disrupted. I want to take my chances moving to here, and even if we miss barraging again to disrupt, then we take our chances with the infiltration. I think so. I think we've got to think that way. That sounded like a reasonable idea, but I think just the risk of the sporadic red hitting us, because it's actually hitting nothing else. If you look round about red here, it's looking for a target. So anything I put into red, and this guy's been hit a few times, hasn't he? So yeah, I'm pretty sure that looks like a safer bet. So that's definitely our first action. So like I just said, we've got tanks that aren't doing anything then, aren't they? We don't need this tank to barrage Brown, which is what he's been doing pretty much since he landed. But these tanks could support the attack. Now hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we don't need green. He can take green by him. Sorry. He can take green by himself. That's fine. I mean, he's not going to completely clear the hex, but he's going to get rid of the depth. And chuck an attack into that doesn't make it any better, so that's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't get down to purple. I'm just noticing we've got this unit that survived against the purple, but yeah. Yeah, we need a tank a bit closer. I mean, well, if we had a tank in here, that would work nicely. But we don't. And this is double. This is double the unit if we attack here. That just feels wrong. We can't do that. Okay, I was just trying to work weapons out there. Oh no, there we do have BR. What one was? No, it's BG. I don't think we have. Yeah, he's got BG. Yeah. I was just trying to work out if we just attacked with these two, the artillery, and possibly a tank, what weapons we would be missing. And it's the Bangor torpedoes, BG, that we would be missing. That's the only one we'd be missing. And let's face it, it's more about the strength, it's more about making sure that guy's going to be disrupted, really, and then finding out what he's got. So we've got 3, 5, 11. Now we can either have a 2 strength tank to make it 13, or a 4 strength tank. Yeah, I think I'm going to have the 4 strength tank join that attack. I thought at first the 2 would be enough. I think 2 gives me 13 strength. So 4 is going to give me 15 strength. Is that right? I think so. But this tank is closer to getting towards purple. And like I say, I need to get adjacent to the HQ. Yeah. So at least I can make a move to here, and then next turn move to here, and if the HQ's round about here maybe, I don't know, the HQ might move on a bit, that's the thing. But that's like hanging about waiting here. So I don't know if we should have a go at this. You know what, we should probably have an attack at this. Worst case scenario is this gets disrupted, doesn't it? You know, if we get nothing he's already got depth. Well, we'd get to maybe reveal it and then possibly unreveal it and get disrupted. That's the worst case. But then we get to have a look at it at least. So, yeah. Right. I think I'm going to... Right. I'm going to attack here. So this is 4. We're going to attack green. With no support, because he's on his own. He's got 4 strength. We're going to use the hero as a wild card for demolitions. The unit itself has double. Right, what happened there? I don't have bazooka. Oh, God. I must have got that from... Did I get that from these guys? Or a tank? It's not from anti-aircraft. It must have been a tank. Yeah, because he's not got BZ. Right, hang on a second. Yeah, okay, was it just double checking that I hadn't made a mistake there. We actually used this tank in this attack last time, and that's what gave us the BZ weapon from the tank. So, well, I say unfortunately, it's fine. It just means both these tanks are going to sit here. I was thinking I'd use this tank and then move this one along one, just to head down towards, get closer to purple. But I can't do that because I'm going to use that stronger tank on here. I think we need that. So, okay, so we attack here still with 4 strength. We chuck another 2 strength in. This tank's in command of this general. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's in range. He brings along the BZ, and then we use the hero to bring along the demolitions. So we've got 4, 5, 6, which now actually is double. We've got the weapons, and it's double. So the depth marker's eliminated. The unit's disrupted, which it was anyway. And all is good in the world. Well, for now. I'll start getting things going wrong. Okay. Right, well, we might as well bash on with this next one. This next attack. Oh no, yeah, this... I had a thought about why maybe not attack with both of these and move one of them, maybe. So, let's see, I've got 3, 9, I would have 13 or 15. Or, let's use the 2, it'd be 8, 14. No, I've got the wrong... I've got 12. 12. Yeah. But this guy's getting doubled. Above 12 seems good. You know, if he gets 3, he doubles to 6. We kind of want double, just in case we don't have the weapons. Because then we get no effect. So I think we want above 12. So the tank's 4, this is 10. Well, we want 12. So potentially we could maybe use the ranger to move. there is that whole weapon situation though, isn't there? Yeah. Because that Ranger's got... Yeah, the Ranger's got 3 weapons. BZ, DE, BR. Well, the tank gives BZ, we believe, doesn't it? Demolition's probably by the artillery, yeah. BR. Ooh, we would have got if the tank had been within 3, but it's not. So I guess we're only missing the BR, but I think we're also missing BG, which is one of the common ones. Vanguard torpedoes, I don't think we've got that. So that would be 2 of the sort of common type weapons if we didn't use the Rangers, or if we do use them, we've still got 1 that might not. I suppose I need to know how relevant it is to like get the Rangers moving then, isn't it? Well, I don't think it did matter, but if we look here, the green position, which we now can take next turn, as in eliminate, is getting fired upon by brown, which is here. So, and this is intense brown. So I'm just thinking if this Ranger did start making a move, if he moved here, then next turn this attacks, finishes it off, and the Ranger moves here, then next again turn we move this hero into here and the Ranger into here, and then next again turn have a go at brown. So that does sound better, doesn't it? Yeah, quite a good... There's only 1 weapon match in there as well, so... And there would be no actions required because we've got a Ranger and a hero. Oh yeah, and the fact we've got a hero. For any wild weapons. So, do we do that? 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, I'm going to go with that. Like I say, we're missing 1 other weapon. We're not going to have Bangalore torpedoes, or I think it's the bar rifle, innit? Yeah, because we still get BZ from the tank, and still get bazooka from the tank and demolitions from the artillery. I think it's worth a chance, that, isn't it? Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so it's just the unit underneath that's making the attack with the machine guns. So 2 strength attacking into here. This is all doubled, mind. Now, this is where we get to use... Oh yeah, that's a pity. If he had stayed disrupted, we would have got the artillery underneath as well, wouldn't we? Well, okay. Right, so this armoured artillery on top can attack because it's in command of an HQ, which is in command of an infantry unit attacking the target. And hang on, that Ranger's not involved, right? So that works. So that's 8 strength, and then we use this tank, which is in command of this general, on our 4 strength, and it's in range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to attack. So we've got 12 strength. And yeah, the biggest thing here is just to disrupt. So as long as we don't turn over a 3 here. So yeah, okay, 12 against what we got. There's a 1. Mortars and bazookas. We've got that, haven't we? Bazooka from the tank. and mortars from the artillery. We do. So we've got 12 strength against his 2, and we have the weapons. Oh, this could be good. Come on. Come on. Well, there you go. There's a tactical reinforcement. Now, I'm not so sure I did want that there, because I think I was confident I could have took this. So, right, that gets removed. Let's check the Oh, I'm right at that page. What do you know? So as if I knew it was coming. 9.4 German tactical reinforcement triggered by a WN depth marker. Right, so remove the depth marker from play, which we've done. It's in the wrong box there. Well, actually, the good thing about this is we're taking the guy out, aren't we? Forgot about that. But does that mean a reinforcement's going in here? Oh, I think it might. Draw a reinforcement unit from the tactical. Oh, and there's one left. How? Oh. If there hadn't been any left, there's one left in the reinforcement box. A tactical one. Because it says, does it not say that if you've not got any of them left, it doesn't. Yeah, if the pool is empty, the reinforcement does not enter play. I've got one. So it is going to happen. And I think it's going to go in that blue position. So here's a guy here. I'll just chuck him up there. So draw a reinforcement unit from the tactical reinforcement pool and place it in the unoccupied German reinforcement position nearest to the WM position from which you remove the depth marker, even if that reinforcement position has no ID number. So it's going in there, guys. That's not good, is it? Because this guy's sitting in intense blue. These guys are in intense blue. Yeah, we did not want a tactical reinforcement there. The fact there was only one left as well. Can we attack that? We've nothing to really attack it with, though, have we? Right, hang on. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. So that is the closest position, isn't it? Yeah. It's right next to it. There's no other one within one, right? Okay. So that's that. So then we go back to the combat, and the combat was 12 against 2, and we have the weapons. That guy's destroyed. So here's the thing, with us destroying red there, right? Oh, I can use this artillery. I know it's not a lot, but because this artillery is not armoured, but it's in red and green field of fire, right? Red's not occupied, green's disrupted. It's adjacent, if I use, it's in command of this HQ, which is commanding this ranger to attack this blue position. So I mean, I know it's not brilliant. It's bocage as well. But, I mean, this was a 3 strength attack in here, but it now could become a 5 strength attack. Oh no. It's on the higher ground. Yeah, it doesn't fire down on the beach. That's a shame. Yeah, we can't do it, can we? That's a pity because I would have gave that a go, but I'm not. I'm not going to give it a go against just three against. Um, so that's intense here as well, isn't it? Well, here's the thing: he can only hit one of us. He's going to hit. That's two steps. Both of these are one step, so he's going to hit this guy if blue fires. We're just going to have to keep our fingers crossed that blue doesn't fire, I guess. Because, I mean, if I attack it, it gets doubled. You know, I've got to say it's at least a 2. You know, maybe there's some ones, but... So, if it's at least a 2 and I'm attacking... Let's just say I had the weapons. But I had less strength. Then I would... No, he would gain depth. Yeah, and that's not what I want. So, should I move the ranger up? Well, no, we're flanking where we are anyway. The annoying thing is that if he does fire, he's going to hit this and disrupt it. Okay, I just realised I could move him down into here. However, that's going to be an infiltration move. So, there's a risk there. It's a safer... Well, I say it's a safer hex. It's steady fire, but if blue fires, he's hitting intense anyway. And he's going to hit this guy. So... Then next turn we're going to have 5 strength. And he is a ranger, so he's going to get a free move anyway. I'm not sure I see the point in moving him though, really. Yeah. I'm not sure that was a good result. I would have much preferred a depth marker with some strength there, because we had 12 strength. Even if we didn't have the weapons for it, you know, that was, I think, unlucky again. This has not been a lucky turn, has it? Right. I think I might just go and sweep on this, I think. I don't think I was going to complete it all, but I'll just tag it on. There's still a bit of time left. It looks like I'm using 2 videos up now for a whole turn, which is fine by me. Yeah, maybe come back with a clear head. Because I don't need to make any moves just right now. This guy's appeared, fair enough. We did eliminate this, so that's good. Well, I'd like to think we were sitting sweet with this. However, if blue fires, he's going to spoil that party. Yeah. Could he build depth as well? Well, he's not a WM position. There's other WM positions could take depth. But then we are closest to it. That would be horrible. Right, yeah. I think I'll go and sleep on it, guys. Because I'm probably slouching a bit here anyway. So yeah, nothing going terribly lucky for us, really, is it? I don't feel anyway. Which I think we really needed some luck to get us going here in this turn. It's not really progressed. So I still feel it's going to be a struggle, but we will soldier on. And yeah, can only give it our best. And yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself for not like realising that at the halfway point there was a victory point condition that, you know, I mean, even the last place you're done, enemy action or den, you get to a certain point, you've got to have so many victory points. So you need to keep that in mind. Or you need to have the Germans not have so many victory points, whatever way you're playing it. So yeah, I mean, only needed to be a couple of turns before that. Whether that would have changed any movement or strategies, I don't know, but I might have looked at the board differently anyway. Right, I'll hold that for now, guys, and I'll come back and finish that off in the morning. Okay, cheers. Hi all. Right, back to finish off the US action phase in the West on turn 12. Get this finished off. I'm sure this will be a less slurry episode than it was last night. I've not watched back on any of that yet. I cringe sometimes though when I've had a couple of beers and decide to put the camera on. Okay. So where are we? To be honest, I probably should have just before I started recording had a wee look at things and try and remind myself what we were doing. Because this just joins on where it left off. So you guys are like, right, tell me something new, Grant. We've heard all that. Okay, give me a sec then. Okay, yeah, I was reminded of this horrible situation arising in the West, and we had a couple of horrible things happen in the East as well, didn't we? It's not been a good turn at all, is it? It's not been a good action phase actually. That's more the thing. I don't think it was terrible, but German fire phase, and we got a good event, but yeah, our movements have just been, it's more unlucky, like, I think. I mean, we did not want a tactical reinforcement chit drawn up there when we had one tactical reinforcement unit left in the box. And we had enough strength, I think, to deal with it, didn't we? Well, hey ho. Right, yeah, I've come down here mainly because of this. Now, this is a ranger. I mean, I know we're not going to do anything to this. Its unit doubled depth is not, but I'm just looking again that worst case scenario is we get disrupted. There's nothing more we can give. He's got depth anyway, so I think it's probably worth an attack. I mean, what else do I do with this guy? Really? I mean, try and bring him up through here and into here. Well, this is a bluff in here anyway. So if I was going to do any of that nonsense, I would be go here but then we've got a scalable cliff to climb. All that's too much time, and we're still sitting in steady purple all that time to get up here and maybe have a go at this guy. But I think we should just have a go at this. And another reason being is, if I can afford to move the HQ down to here, and yeah, I would need to use an action. Well, you know what? I still have one action left. But if I could afford to move the HQ down here and move these two anti-aircraft units in here, they've both got a range of 3, haven't they? Yeah. Both got a range of 3. From there, they'd be in command of the HQ, 1, 2, 3. They could next turn support an attack on the purple. The problem with that part is if I do get this guy disrupted, yeah, that then tends to make me think, well, don't do anything with this guy, but do what you're saying, and then you've got a bit more firepower. Like, what is the disruption? Unit and unrevealed depth marker. Yeah. If we have less strength, or if we have greater strength but not double. Well, if we have less strength, the unit would be the US unit would be disrupted, and the German unit becomes unrevealed. But at least we've then had a look at it. And then if we have greater than but not double, it would just be US attackers disrupted. I think, yeah. I don't think there's a way of getting out of it without ending up disrupted, is there? So, if I'm going to be able to do what I'm talking about here, I'm as well just leaving that unit sitting and hopefully purple doesn't fire. Then next turn we can at least attack with 6 strength and some extra weapons, you know. Okay, but can we afford? Do we want to do that? Do we want to move the HQ down? I don't know. Right. Okay, well, we'll leave this to think about a little bit. Yeah. Oh, actually, while we're there, what about this guy then? So, I think we should move him into one of these positions. I guess it's going to be this one because it's a G. So, because we move in here and then, well, not only that, this is in brown sporadic fire as well. But if we move into that, there's a more, I think there's a higher possibility of G reinforcing. Whereas this doesn't have a letter, so I'm not saying it can't reinforce, but the fact it's not in G, if you like, you know, it's not got the letter G. So I think it's a good spot to go though, because I mean, orange fires into it with steady, blue fires into it with sporadic. I mean, we're hoping none of them turn up because then we've not got control of this hex. But if I do put them in there, I'm basically just parking them there, and that's that. So, what about the other possibility of coming down to support that guy? It's actually not a terrible idea, is it? So, what turn are we on? 12? 12? 13. However, if we come down here first on this turn and we're able to move these into position, no, we're better waiting as well. We're better seeing what's happening with this HQ, I think. Well, jumping about you do, Grant. Okay, well, the HQ has got this artillery underneath, which I don't think is going to do anything. These are all going to move together, I think. They're going to start coming along back of the seawall, and hopefully the HQ is going to come as well. Now, we do have that infantry that's going to be on his own. We thought about putting the ranger. Yeah, we need to try and take that blue position, don't we? Hey. Because every one of these are intense, aren't they? Oh yeah, that was the thought about putting it down in here, because this is at least steady fire. But he's only going to have one shot. Right, so if blue fires, yeah, he's going to hit this guy, isn't he? He's going to hit that guy because he's got 2 steps. They're all going to be adjacent. They're all going to be as close. He's got 2 steps. He's going to be hit and disrupted. We really want to leave the HQ there, don't we? Well, hold on, hold on. No, no, it still works. Right, let's just think this one through. If I move the ranger, oh yeah, there's a infiltration check to be taken, isn't there? Yeah, that's where I stopped last night with all that, thinking about that. A blue circle. Because if I can get that ranger into there, I can still move the HQ down to here. I can move these anti-aircraft units into here, getting ready for the purple attack. Then the HQ is still supporting an infantry unit attacking this position, and I'll be able to bend. In fact, no, I'll not, because it's on the higher ground. We talked about that last night as well, didn't we? Aye. That's not fair. So none of that matters, does it? No. None of that really matters. The infantry have just got to get on with it themselves, haven't they? Try and take blue out. I mean, if blue doesn't fire, we've got 7, we've got 9 against. I mean, he is doubled, he's in bocage, so yeah. And I've got to take, well, do I have to take the infiltration attempt? Maybe not then. Maybe just leave the guy there. Yeah, why do I need to? He's a ranger enemy, he can move by himself if need be. You know, if none of this works, then pop up here and grab that for a victory point. If this all goes horribly wrong. So yeah, I think we leave that guy in position then. But I was thinking about, you know, obviously flank. We've seen flank now, and I'm thinking about them. But don't get me wrong. If blue doesn't fire, we've got flank on him. If blue fires, though, this guy's out of the game, and we're only attacking from that 1 hex with 5 strength. I'm still going to go for that. I mean, it's probably wrong, but I need to try something. And we've got green. Oh, well, remember. Yeah, I was watching back in a bit of the video footage and I thought, yeah, this guy can take it. I attacked with him. At first I did it, I thought I attacked with him and I thought, wait a minute, I thought I had the weapons because I've got the hero for the demolitions. BZ, I've not got BZ, I've not got bazookas. And then I had looked back on it, hadn't I, and it had been this tank. Which looking back on it, it was an accident that tank was still active, because I would have been using him to attempt a barrage. So in some ways that was quite lucky, because this other tank couldn't reach. So that was a bit of fortune. Okay. So we just leave the ranger there. Yeah, we're not concerned about green. Yeah, the other thought was trying to move up round here, because we need to try and take this orange position as well. But I think blues, we've got to be thinking blue, haven't we? Yeah, because it doesn't matter leaving him in intense fire, because, well, if they build depth before they fire, then yes, it would mean that one of these other units would get hit. It'd probably be the infantry underneath though, rather than the ranger anyway, so yeah. Right, so, and then that artillery underneath staying with that artillery. So I think we're leaving things like that there. It does mean if I move the HQ away, I've got an action to spend on that infantry underneath, which I'm probably going to have to do. And then my other action is going to be here, climbing up, isn't it? So you've got to remember that that's going to be your only actions available, Grant, which is fine, I think. I kind of want to leave this gap. Well, we might want to move them up into there. Well, we don't want to have them concentrated, but And that means the general's then going to have to leave the tanks, so... And we need this tank to finish off this green. So we're going to have to be careful of that as well. Okay, right. Going on far too much, Grant. Right, so HQ is going to make the move. Oh, hang on, I can't do that. Oh, yeah, because I've got one action left. That's it. Yeah, that is pretty good. That lets us have a go at that purple, doesn't it? Well, assuming this guy doesn't get taken out or disrupted by blue, that would be horrible. Right, we don't want blue over this side for two reasons. Yeah. Okay, so I'm moving the HQ down into there. And then... You still got that tank. Free moving that tank. I think that's... Oops, sorry. I did want to go on there, actually. Yeah, this guy. I'm not really sure what we're going to do with that. Probably just move it up. Well, move it closer to the... No, if the general's going away anyway. I don't know. You know what? It's not relevant to that. So we've moved the HQ. Then we're going to spend our last action moving these anti-aircrafts into here. Now they're still... Yeah, they're okay. They're safe in there. They're allowed to be in there, up against the seawall. Does artillery doesn't give bazooka, does it? No. Anti-tank does, yeah. We never got any of them on board, did we? Or if we did, we lost them. Yeah, there's a couple of them land. There's a couple of them coming to play on the 13th. Must have got delayed. Okay, well, we've still got a couple of other thoughts here. Right, we decided that Ranger's staying put. So, with that move, we're going to leave this guy where he is, aren't we? So, with that in mind, then, if this guy comes down here this turn, we're hopefully going to have had that attack next turn, but... Well, what if this goes wrong though and he gets disrupted or even worse, killed? We could then at least have that unit move down there. Yeah, you know what, I think we've got time, you know? I mean, okay, if the G2 reinforces then the balls burst on it. Like, probably he's doing nothing, that guy. Because that's going to mean that orange bot isn't available, so... But if I move him down to here this turn, hopefully this goes to plan, and then we could also then move him back into here, you know, or back up to go into there. There's time to do that. But if this goes wrong somehow, then at least we could then bring him down into here and try this again. I know, clutching at straws, but... Okay, going to go with that, I think, because he's not... There's only an orange fire in there. I mean, it's intense orange fire, so something does pop up there that's dangerous, but we've got to take our chances. So just another couple of parts to the puzzle. What are we doing with this guy? Oh, what are we doing with both of these guys? Now, this is really important, I think. We need to really decide on what we're going to do with them. I think I had, well... initial thoughts were they were going up here to try and get this draw, and then I said, well, hold on, why not just try and go for some of these positions and possibly try and go for that orange? I mean, it is steady fire this side of the orange. He's in Bocage, I think they all seem to be. So, you know, that might be a decent play. But even if we get one of them along into that hex there, that gives us 2 points. So the problem is this: the general's going to. Yeah, that's the thing. I still need that tank, I think, to take out that green. On saying that, if we get away with the blue not firing, we're probably going to leave this guy and go for the blue, aren't we? I, it sometimes baffles me how much effort must have been put into these games, the way these situations arise, and I mean, I know some of you are a bit quick, most of you are a bit, all of you are a bit quicker than me about working out what you want to do, but you know, it's the fact I'm sitting here. I mean, yeah, I've said already. I've got heavy AP built into me. That's why playing these games on by myself is the only way to do it, really. Well, this is a solo game, but fair enough. But and you don't see the time that I spend when the camera is paused as well. So, okay, I think this could be the thought here. We're leaving the general here one more. Well, I say one more turn. To be honest, it could end up being 2 more turns, but we'll see. But why don't we? I was going to say move that unit up and then move that unit up, but I think we should put them together. They're both diamonds. They're only going to be moving into steady fire. I mean, if that orange position builds depth, then fair enough, they both get hit if a diamond comes up. So, if we just move this guy into here from the general, and we leave it at that, then next turn these guys go off on their own. Well, unless the situation differs down here, unless we resolve this, it's needing a bazooka from one of these tank. Well, this tank actually. And yeah, okay, we could use an action. No, we can't use an action for it. It's got to come from the general. It's got to be in command. Now, we could move it along towards the HQ, but we can't do that this turn. Right, Grant, you're getting off topic again. So if I move that guy into there, leave the general there, leave that other guy there. Next turn, these guys are going to move in there together, or there. Then, if the general can follow them, so be it. Then he'll move them into there. Then we'll have a go at orange with 8 strength. That's what we're looking at. And then we're sitting in a position, hopefully we've taken orange out. Good luck with that one, Grant. And then we've got 3 victory points there. So, I think that sounds good. So we'll leave the general where he is. We'll leave that other infantry unit where he is. Because, yeah, I mean, I could move him off as well there. And then I could get him into there next turn with an action. But he's going to be on his own attacking into that. And I think it's better having the 8 strength going up together. And hopefully they don't take fire and we get a result. Right, okay. Easy. See, easy as that, Grant. Right, and then last thing is, what do we do with this tank? Well, I suppose move it out the mid tide, since it's a free action. Because when does that high tide hit? Is it 17? Or is it 16? I think it's 16. But we might be coming near to that and think, well, it doesn't matter if these guys are underwater anyway. We've lost. Right, so I think it's just straightforward. We can't do anything else with this tank. You can't barrage anything, brown or orange. You could only barrage. So he's better moving up and then along this way towards general and maybe towards HQ. So there's nothing more they can do. And that's what the guys' point, that's what Martin and John Brown's points were. Having heroes in these guys is all very well at the beginning, but now you're sitting with them and thinking, yeah, it's not really benefiting me that much, is it? There's nothing I can do with it. Okay, I think that's all the moves I want to make. Yeah, we decided we're going to take a chance and leave this guy sitting because he's probably 90%, there's a 90%, well, I'm making up numbers there, but there's a high chance he's going to be disrupted with an attack there, I think. And then that spoils it for the next turn. Which could easily be spoiled if a purple triangle turns up or a blue triangle turns up. So, right, okay. So, yeah, I think I can wrap this turn up now. So I'll just add this bit on to the last, the slurry part from last night. Sorry about that. I think any of you have heard some of my recordings before, probably used to it, but okay, right, I'll tidy things up and we'll just finish off there. Okay, that was the last look at the map as I've moved the turn marker on to turn 13, and we do, turn 13 box has a shuffle, but you shuffle the cards at the end of this turn. I'm pretty sure there's enough cards left there. Yeah, and there's two, I think they're both anti-tank units that will be placed in the beach landing boxes that got delayed, so they're not going to be of any use. In fact, again, here's a situation where you might sort of want to say, should you just delay them, you know? Because the problem is they're going to come in at mid-tide, and then we're not going to have an action to be able to move them, you know, into the high tide line for when mid tide comes along, you know, when the tide comes in. So, I suppose maybe down by the general. Well, you know what, we'll have a look at that when it happens. But I might try and keep that in the back of my mind that it might be more sensible just to delay these units. Even delay them by a turn, just to have a look at it next turn. And I think the closer we get to 16, though, makes you think that you'd be better delaying them even longer. But okay, right, let's stop rabbiting on, Grant. Right, so I seem to recall it being a good German fire phase, a good event for us, that is, and a rather poor US action phase. With some bad luck over here and here. I get the feeling there was something else as well, but anyway. Right, okay, I'll wrap this up, guys, and I'll put this together, and this will be part 17, I want to say. And well, I might actually be coming straight back, but I'll cut the video here anyway and start getting uploaded. Okay, I'll be back soon, guys. Cheers.